There are so many different movements in waist slimming and hourglass workouts, but which ones are the most effective in order to activate the deep muscles and create the most effective hourglass slimming process?
Hello Daily Student family, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all doing good, and if you're new here, hello, my name's Kimberly and I hope you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on to get notified every single time that I upload, and give this video a massive thumbs up. Now today's video is so exciting because it's probably one that you guys always ask for all the time, and that's how to get a tiny waist, a slimmer waist. Now you guys know that I always say we actually only activate 30 to 40% of useful workouts in a workout routine. So for example, in a 30-minute workout, only 30 to 4% of those movements will actually be effective. From my personal training background, my CrossFit background, I thought it'd be a really good idea to get all the movements that actually activate our tiny waist workouts, our waist slimming workouts, to put them all into one video for the most effective and best workouts for you in one place. That way you can take the movements in this workout and you can put them all into one workout so that you have a plethora of effective movements rather than doing 8 movements and only 3 of them being effective, and you can just make them into one really effective workout in one place. So without further ado, I've got all the workouts that I found really effective and useful in not only my journey for waist slimming. Now you guys know I always talk about the importance of knowing which muscles are so important to activate to actually emphasize and give you the best results possible. I've done a video on how to get a slimmer waist on 4 steps that you guys may have seen, and you guys know how I talk about in that video the importance of activating the right muscles, because you could be working out something completely different and not giving your abs, your waist, your stomach area the best possible activation. And I talk about the importance of that activation and which muscles really allow you to boost and give you a bigger catalyst to the best results that I found by the difference of cutting down half the time. So it talks about which movements and parts of the waist that actually help in the slimming process. I talked about the science behind getting a slimmer waist and which muscles actually get activated but in different workouts. So if you want to see that, don't forget to check that out on my channel. But in this video, I'm going to give you the specific workouts. Now the first video is none other than Blogilates. Now I absolutely love this movement. I cannot emphasize how amazing and how effective this movement is. In my last video, I go into talking about how exercises such as crunches don't really give the best activation, and in fact there's so many other workouts that you could be doing if you want to find a repetition that is going to give you such a really good burn. It's time to ditch the crunches and move on to the ones that are going to give you better results faster, and it's movements like this. The waist cinching this movement gave me in a very short period of time, I'm talking like 3 weeks, my waist cinching was insane. And if you want a really good burn, if you're ready for a challenge, it's movements like this, and it's featured in so many different workouts. What I further like about Blogilates, not only if you're looking for a challenge, by the 3rd repetition you are going to be burning in this movement. It will burn by the 3rd repetition. But I really love Blogilates because even when she does movements and this movements in sequences, she goes into detail to explain why it's so effective. And I think that's so important when watching a video or doing movements, is that when you have affirmed confirmation of why movements are so effective, you will always find this movement being top in so many waist slimming videos. And this movement honestly is one worth having. I always say to even emphasize and further and advance the burn this workout could really bring. So to further this movement and the burn and results even further, I always say it's so effective to isolate this movement. Now whether that's after your 10-minute workout, isolating this movement and doing 5, 6, 7 repetitions. You know when you get to the point where the sweat is literally dripping off your face, you know you're onto a winner, and this is just that movement. So either doing it after a workout and isolating it, or in place of your workout, little moments in the day where you can do 2 repetitions and another 2 and another 2 and another 2. The way your core is going to feel so snatched, so cinched, it's such an effective workout. To further that, repetitions are going to be your best friend, and they're so good to incorporate in your week, because you build up that ability to do one more. It's kind of like when you're doing press-ups routines, push-up routines. Each day that you do it and each repetition that you go that extra one, you're going to be able to do one more extra each time. And it's so good because this is a winner for activations. Now, this next movement I absolutely adore and love is by none other than Vicky Justice. Now, I always say how I find her to be the queen of waist slimming workouts, the OOG. I mean, 95% of her videos are waist slimming workouts, and actually furthering into the science behind it and why specific areas and movements are so crucial and important. And she really brings a scientific element to kind of be like, yeah, this is the one. This movement by her that I love so much is kind of a play on crunches. So you know how I was saying crunches can be less effective because it doesn't really work a larger right, activate as many areas as possible. This one is slightly different because it's twisted and you're actually emphasizing the area and the muscles needed when you're wanting to do that cinch in the sides of your stomach, and it's really just working those and activating those so deeply, so well in the right way. And that's why that twisted element is so key, so important, and you will feel it. Just do it and you'll feel exactly what I mean. Now, this movement can feel awkward at first because it's twisted, but it's so key because it burns the right areas. And it's not only important to burn in terms of feeling the burn, to know that you're on the right track to getting something really effective, but also burning and the right areas and activating the right key muscles within your stomach to get that result you need. And if you look behind the science of this, you'll be so amazed and so well informed of why it is so good for the activation of a slimmer waist. It's really good for that inner and outer core muscle burning for your waist, and it's really good for high intensity, good, deep, effective burn for your slimmer waist. So what you're going to want to do with this workout is ensure you found a really flat surface, because you want to get the full extension when you're bringing your upper body, raising your upper body. So you want that really flat surface to allow a full proper extension. Another key is you actually really want to slow this movement down. Slow it down so you're expanding your muscles and really testing their strength when you raise your upper body, and bring it back down to slow the movement down to really test your muscles and the expansion that they can have in order to work them even more. Like with a lot of workouts, we actually want to get them done really quickly, but actually slowing it down will test that muscle burn, that intensity, pushing your muscles even further. So it's so good if you slow it right down and hold. And videos that feature this are like this, and it's really good to get that burn on the core, inner and outer muscles. Now, this next movement is used by the Queen Lily Sabri. I used to see it all the time in CHLOE Ting videos and in Lily Sabri videos, and Lily Sabri does not fail to consistently use this movement to emphasize the fact that it's so integral and important for a waist slimming journey. Now, you guys know my CrossFit background, I am so used to and familiar with which movements are so effective, and it's a movement that I see used so often in CrossFit, and you guys know how CrossFit has deeply impacted my weight loss, deeply impacted my slimming, everything like that. And this movement is just phenomenal because it's used so much in there as well. And it's deeply impacted my understanding of which movements are so effective. If you look at the women in CrossFit, their waist area, their stomach area is so toned, so slim, it's crazy. And it's so inspiring, and this movement is used so often in our CrossFit sessions, in our CrossFit warm-ups. And it's so good to activate those core muscles. Now guys, I always say how crazy it is to be able to get to the point where you're raising yourself with your own body weight, but adding a leg movement as well. This is when you know you're testing your core like crazy, and it's going to activate that heavy intensity burn that is so needed because you're pushing yourself to the maximum possible. And if you're not burning by the third one, I can just guarantee you'll be burning by the fourth one. It is so good for such an effective burn, and you will feel it. You want to have moments where you're challenging your burn, pushing your intensity, and when you feel that burn, you're like, I cannot do another repetition. That is when you're literally going to be so in the zone of knowing you're on the right track. You've hit the gold jackpot. It's absolutely fantastic to be in that stage because you know you're pushing your body to the next level, to get closer and closer to the results that you want. And when we look at the science of crunches, we know that they're not the most optimum effective movement. I've talked about the obliques, I've talked about all the muscles in the core and waist area, so it's really important to look out for them. which movements specifically target which muscles to give them the most optimum usage within each movement and workout. And like I say, this is ranked one of the best for waist slimming workouts because you're using almost a full body aspect. You're using your body weight, any movement where you're using your body weight to bring you up, you know you're really testing your core intensity and strength, but you've also got a leg movement in there, so you're also testing a lot of leg strength. So it's almost like this full body aspect that's so effective and really key and important to have, and that's why I love it so much. I then also talk about repetitions, so that's where kind of your jackpot is going to be in terms of getting your optimum waist slimming, getting your optimum waist burning, but repetitions, adding them to different parts of your day, challenging yourself to say 5 repetitions this week, 10 repetitions the next week. Sometimes you get so strong. Honestly, I started from a place where I was just not strong at all. I had no repetition endurance in me at all, but sometimes you go from doing 15 a day repetitions to 30. Like, your body really surprises you when it gets to that. I call it the tipping point, where you're just starting off here. Very quickly, even at beginner level, you go to the tipping point where you're just skyrocketing to numbers and repetitions you would have never imagined in your wildest dreams. It's just that consistency of getting on the ladder of endurance, and then after that is honestly endless, no matter what weight and what level you're starting off at, which is so beautiful. Just get started, and starting with the right workouts is going to save you so much time. You can do the repetitions at the end of your workout, just spend a little extra to know you're maximizing, or put all these movements together into one workout and see just how amazing the results are, because you're really just igniting exactly where you need to be, exactly what you need to do. Once you have the holy grail movements, really run with it, really go with it. You'd rather have the holy grail movements to really test out and really go with it, and to have the ones that kind of work. Do they work? Is it really burning? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this going to get me anywhere type of movements? You don't really want to waste time on those. Have your holy grail and really run with it. You can even do these on top of a workout that you're already existing and already doing, just to sprinkle on top to have just an extra full send essentially of where exactly you want to be, to give yourself something effective to really run with. Last but not least, you guys know I talk about posture. Now, someone with good posture only has to do 5, someone with bad posture has to do 20 to 30 to achieve the same results. Posture is so important, and the importance of it is you're actually ensuring you're extending and deeply utilizing those muscles in the correct ways. So really ensure your posture's correct, so you're driving through those movements in the most effective ways possible. Now guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video.